We leave Hawker for an eventful day's ride to Arkaroola via the stunning Moralana Scenic Drive, Copley, well known for its cafe, and the Gammon Ranges. We've left our last night at Hawker Hotel. Wouldn't recommend it, but yeah, we'll probably more on that later. And we're heading for Arkaroola. We're going to go and see if the Moralana Scenic Drive, Moralana Gorge Rd is open. Well, it's supposed to be open. We're going to see if it's okay. Been a lot of rain overnight, lots and lots of puddles and everything at Hawker. My $2,000 Klim Jacket's totally stuffed. The zipper is just bursting, so that's a problem. I've probably got to keep it on all day because I can't get it off. After about 23 kilometres, you make a left on Moralana Gorge Rd, and it isn't long before you're greeted with a sign warning about wet roads. We'd ridden this road before in the other direction. It's a great road with plenty of the Flinders Ranges' amazing scenery. Plenty of rain has fallen in the last couple of days. That's a small sample of some of what we've seen. So far the road's holding up in very good condition. We've got Kieran right out the front there, then Stephen, then Tony, and Paul's behind. Some dark clouds over the mountains. There's supposed to be no rain today, but the symbol they used for no rain was like a very dark cloudy symbol. So I guess that's what it's looking like. Just a tip for anyone coming out here, the rain radar does not work. So for the last few days there's been no rain on the radar in this area, and it's rained heavily in those times. Yeah, when we did this last time, Tony, we went the other way. I always thought that we were riding to the mountains. You seem to be able to do it this way as well. Boomerang Biker has done a video out here. I haven't seen it yet, but he did comment that he used some of the routes that we rode last time from our video, and yeah, said it was good. So this is this sort of riding is just superb for us anyway. We're not sky trekkers. The guys with us who are staying, and they're going to Arkaroola today as well, they're sky trekkers. They love it. They just hoe in, partially don't even know where they're going, and don't worry about weather, don't worry about anything. They just do it. At least the rain definitely settled the dust. It was much dustier last time. Creek crossing, empty. So the torrential downpour we went through the other day was very heavy, but it was mainly north of Hawker. So Hawker had rain, but not heavy. So it looks like this area's been spared a little, because we've seen Wilpena Pound and that have lots of water through their rivers. I'm certainly no expert, but it seems that when it does rain here, the water comes and goes quite quickly. Love the undulation. You're going up and down. It's not a straight road. It's got everything going for it. Yesterday, Kieran had a pretty bad rear tyre puncture, and she had it repaired at Chris's Mechanical in Hawker, though it wasn't a preferable mushroom plug. We were expecting a lot of wet and slippery clay, but so far it was pretty good. A little bit wet, but nothing too slippery to worry about.
Oh, beautiful, bit of sun coming out. Good to see more of that. The blue sky. It's looking a bit wetter out here. A few more bloody raindrops on my visor. Someone's even stopping for a photo.
Stephen, Chris and Kieran all had Midas EO7 Pluses, and David, Tony and I were riding the Dunlop Trailmax Raids. Actually, Tony and I had the rear tyres replaced in Broken Hill before we left for Hawker. This mud looked like it might have been slippery through the centre, so we went round.
Nah. Waiting for Stephen and Paul. I think they're coming now. We're waiting for them. And
while we were waiting, nobody noticed that I had a missing pannier.
We've just finished that road there, Moralana Scenic Drive, Moralana Gorge Rd.
We were more interested in looking at the scenery from where we'd just ridden. So this is why Paul was a little bit behind. $1,000 worth of Lone Rider pannier sitting on the ground.
Fuck me.
He watched it like sling off my bike as I went over that dip a little bit hard. You can see he doubled the weight of his bike and had it nicely strapped.
So we had a great ride on the Moralana Gorge Road, and we waited for Stephen and Paul for a fair time, and when they've arrived, Paul has fronted up and he's got my back right pannier attached to his bike, or on top of his bike carrying it. It fell off going through one of the dips. So golly, what else can happen today? It's coming into Parachilna, and here Kieran's got the flat. She's coming.
I do remember myself saying a little bit earlier, what else could happen?
Prairie Hotel is closed. Kieran's got a puncture yesterday and it's gone flat again. Into Leigh Creek fuel, and Kieran's got a puncture that they fixed yesterday which leaked. Impressive landscapes on the way to Leigh Creek on the Outback Highway. Yeah, there's been a few things not go to plan today, so we're not, we've cut out a few things. Beltana Station, we're going to go there. Turn left here for the dam. We've sort of cancelled a few items, but it's okay. Kieran's tyre looks like it's holding up.
Our scheduled fuel stop is Leigh Creek, where they sell Premium 98.
It's a special, it's a landmark, that part of the railway line there. Yeah, there's accommodation here. I think we've seen some bike groups actually stay here before. Maybe Aussie Bike and Hike have stayed here. Not sure. Wonder how many pumps there are. Is there 298s, are there? Okay. Okay. Yes, so 4 k's further now, and you go from Leigh Creek to Copley. And Copley, I don't know if it's pronounced, no, it's Copley, not Copley. There's a well-renowned bakery there, so we'll stop there, have something to eat. There you go, take a break. Oh, it says, oh no, there's fuel there, but it doesn't have premium. I'm pretty sure of that. It's a nice plateaued piece of landform. Have a go at it. Road to Arkaroola, and there's a lot of cars here at Copley. That's because they'd all be stopping off at this bakery. Should be on the left hand side pretty soon. Tourist information area, caravan park, and that's where the bakery is.
We had a bit of lunch, pies, coffee, drinks. Kieran's tyre was still leaking, so Chris and Kieran headed up to Cook's Outback Motors, the Mogas fuel station here on the right. Later on, David and Renee just went for a ride up the road and back to have a look through Copley, and this is what's there. There's the railway station, the pub. Meanwhile, it was really hot, so I was messing around with the zipper on my jacket trying to get it off, and eventually got it off. The general store appeared to be closed. A bit further down to where we were was the caravan park, and then the cafe.
Yep. Okay, we're off to Arkaroola, and we believe that Kieran's had another plug put in her tyre, second one. The hole was pretty big, it just had a leak from the last plug, so we believe that's the case, and hopefully that goes okay. Arkaroola to Mount Hopeless is closed, everywhere else is open. While we're waiting, I re-teased all my jacket and managed to get it off, and then when I zipped it up again, all the teeth separated again, so waste of time. It's stuck on me until we get there now, but at least it's cool now riding. I was just so overheating. So we're riding through the Gammon Ranges, and this will go and join up to North Flinders Road, and then we'll veer off on Arkaroola Road to Arkaroola. Getting dusty. Thought the rain would have washed a lot of this way. Very gorgy like, going between the valleys of mountains, and lots and lots of corrugation. It's all corrugated. This was originally our route back tomorrow, but yeah, as we've changed a number of the plans ongoingly as the days have continued. It's not like a desert, but it's like the old westerns, like the western movie scenes. A big road through the middle. May have had some water in this at some stage. And this one. Yeah, I've got to be more careful on these ditches. Yeah, as I mentioned before, the pannier flew off. Unbelievable over one of those ditches. Lone rider, $2,000. The panniers are done several thousand kilometres, probably 30, 40. It's the first time they've shown a sign of a problem, but one of the clamps that clips onto the bike actually has sort of not maybe loosened, but it's bent, so it's not holding tight. Telegraph poles here, taking power to Arkaroola. That's my guess. Oh, look at the dust this caravan's blowing. Oh, wait. Yes. Yeah, I know well. We didn't expect dust like this, you know, supposedly so much rain going through. Yeah, that bit there, as I come over there, pressed like water.
I caught a glimpse of this sign as we rode by, and it refers to the Arkaroola, which is a cultural tourism centre owned and operated by the local Aboriginal community. It offers visitors an opportunity to experience and learn about the Aboriginal culture firsthand through community-based tourism. These include tours of ancient rock art, bush tucker and storytelling. It's like a smaller version of a First Nations run Arkaroola.
The advice, the road advice was that this road was a take care, open but take care, because there was water over the floodways. But yeah, most of them are pretty dry so far, most.
A bit further on is the small township of Nepabunna.
Yeah, there's the school.
There seems to be a few houses around. In 2021, the census said the population here was just 26 people, which is actually 40 fewer than the census 5 years earlier.
Vast land. I guess I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting more of a mountainous ride. Not like a gravel highway.
We stopped for a regroup, and those without camel packs could have a drink of water.
Looks good with the blue sky.
And it actually wasn't a bad backdrop either.
Yes, the gravel's pretty thick, so we're just doing our best to stay in the tyre line. It's a lot firmer. Lots and lots of floodways, so I reckon I've totally learnt that the idea of a floodway is so the water crosses the road and keeps going. It's a nice afternoon. The breeze is very chilly, which is great, keeps you cool.
This sign's easy to miss, and it signifies the most interesting riding on the entire road.
Hopefully Kieran's tyres holding pressure. It's pretty impressive.
We stopped for a few photos where it appeared to be the start of the main part of the gorge.
This bit's pretty cool. If there's a Gammon Ranges Gorge, this is it. I think it is. Well, it looks like water has raged down there, but there's none there now. It's dry as a bone. Now that area we just went through is more like what I was expecting, you know, a lot of this to be like.
The road's definitely well maintained. The surface regularly changes. Sometimes it's just straight out hard, other times it's a little bit of gravel, and sometimes it's pretty thick gravel.
Come across. Yeah, I've gone right.
Paul's been loving his Royal Enfield.
Okay, so I think this is Arkaroola Road we're about to turn onto. Yeah, Arkaroola 32, that's not where we're going. We're going to the Arkaroola village. Looks like they've gone around to the right. I'm not sure if you want to go through it or to the right. Fine, okay. Yep. It was a nothing. Yeah. Tony just went straight through. All fine. Okay, these are the water crossings that we've been told about. Yeah, I think it's much the same. Yep. Yep. Oh, big rock. Yep. Okay, we're under 10k now from Arkaroola, and this road here's been another disappointment, just like a highway. Dusty highway.
We finally see someone going the other way, and it just happens to be 3 or 4 adventure motorbikes.
Get close to Arkaroola. It's about time we had something more scenic again, because it's been pretty ordinary. Well, not ordinary, but there's a high expectation here of how good it's been. Corrugated as Blagiri. It's right up there with corrugations. Yeah. We're going into the sun here, so well, we've missed the lookout. We've missed it for sure. Golly, those rocks. Okay.
You check in at reception before you can use the fuel pumps.
It's David's, oh yeah, Stephen's and Renee's.
2 nights here would have been a better option, allowing us to explore a lot more. They do have a feeding time for the local wallabies. We stayed in different wings of the same building. The scenery around the place was very, very nice, and there's a lot of walks you could take as well. However, the highlight was the Thursday night dinner out by the fires. It was just absolutely sensational, with a few beers, plenty of food, and lots of socialising with all the groups that were there. Thanks for watching, and leave us a comment on your thoughts about the Flinders Ranges.